Hiya BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm doing a haul. Some of these books have come from publishers, some of them have come from me buying when I shouldn't be. But hey ho, let's just talk about them anyway. So the first book I want to talk about is one that I picked up recently because I'm going to Yalc this weekend. If you're going to Yalc, make sure you let me know either via Twitter or comment on this video. It'd be great to meet up with some more bookish people. I'm going with the lovely Tracy from Flamingo Reads and we're really excited. I didn't get to go last year, so I'm really excited to go back again this year and listen to all the talks and see people really and chat books. So I will be there on the Saturday. Let me know down below in the comments if you're going. But I picked up this one because I know this author's or various authors are going to be there, and it's Flawed. When Seven Lives Collide. This is by Sarah Bernard, Holly Bourne, Tanya Byrne, Non Pratt, Melinda Salisbury, Lisa Williamson and Eleanor Wood. There is a number of authors that have written this book. From what I can gather, it is about a group of strangers who get into a lift and then someone in the lift dies, and I'm not sure if they meet up again every year or whether we follow them and what happens on a yearly basis as a result of what's happened in this lift together. I just think it sounds really interesting. I've been hearing some good buzz, and so I thought it might be quite nice to have read it if I can before I go on Saturday, so I picked up this one. Next, I really wanted this one for ages and ages, and I saw an exclusive signed edition in Waterstones, and so I picked it up. I know it's going to be 5 stars already. I hope it is, because the last 2 in this series have been for me, so I thought I would pick it up, and that is Record of a Spaceborne Few by Becky Chambers. This is obviously a follow-on from her first book in the series, which was A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. Then secondly, we had A Closed and Common Orbit. This is signed, as you can see, and it says here, from the ground we stand, from our ships we live, from the stars we hope. Centuries after the last humans left Earth, the Exodus fleet is a living relic, a place where many are from but few outsiders have seen. Humanity has finally been accepted into the galactic community, but while this has opened doors for many, those who have not left for alien cities fear that their carefully cultivated way of life is under threat. Tessa chose to stay home when her brother Ashby left for the stars, but is forced to question that decision when her position in the fleet is threatened. Kip, a reluctant young apprentice, itches for change but doesn't know where to find it. Sawyer, a lost and lonely newcomer, is just looking for a place to belong. And when a disaster rocks this already fragile community, those Exodans who call the fleet their home can no longer avoid the inescapable question, what is the purpose of a ship that has reached its destination? And I absolutely adore the end papers in this. I just think they're beautiful. You've got the same on the back. So I can't wait to delve into this one, and fingers crossed it's 5 stars like the other 2. The next book I picked up was purely on a whim because I heard about it recently on Simon from Savage Reads channel. He was talking about the Man Booker long list that has recently come out, and there was about 3 or 4 books on that list which piqued my interest, but the one that I'm really most excited about and that I thought sounded like one that I would probably enjoy is The Mars Room by Rachel Kushner. This follows a young woman in 2003. She is just about to start 2 consecutive life sentences in a women's prison, and we're having a look at this prison, I believe, and it's based in a Californian prison, I think. I just think it sounds really intriguing. I've got a bit of a soft spot or weakness, I suppose, for books about prison or anything to do with women's prisons especially. I find it fascinating, so I'm looking forward to seeing what I think of this one, and it's a beautiful looking book and I've been hearing good things, so fingers crossed it does it for me too. The next 2 books I was very kindly sent by the publishers. The first is called The Summer of Us by Cecilia Viness. This is a YA book. It says it's about best friends Aubrey and Ray. They've been planning their European tour since the moment they met. It was meant to be the perfect way to spend their last summer together before university, but now it's not just the 2 of them. There's Jonah, Aubrey's seemingly perfect boyfriend, and Gabe, who Aubrey may have accidentally kissed. Then there's Clara. I think that was book post, so we'll get to that in a minute. Sorry, so I was saying, There's Jonah Aubrey's seemingly perfect boyfriend and Gabe, who Aubrey may have accidentally kissed. There's Clara, the friend Rhea is crushing hard on, even though there's no hope because Clara is into guys, not girls. And the top of that, Aubrey and Ray's friendship appears to be falling apart. Things are a lot more complicated at 18 than they were at 10. Set off on a romantic adventure that embraces warm summer nights and the thrill of first kisses and bittersweet ache of saying goodbye to the past. I think this sounds like the perfect summer read, so hopefully I'll be able to get to it over the next couple of months. So thank you very much to the publishers for sending me this. And then they also sent me this one, which was unsolicited, and I may need to have nerves of steel to read. It's by Sarah Perry, who wrote The Essex Serpent, and this is called Melmoth. It comes out on the 2nd of October, and from what I can gather from reading the synopsis and from other people, this is a horror book, which is just one of the genres I tend not to read if I can help it. However, maybe I will read around October time. We shall see if I can get the nerves up too, but let me tell you a little bit about it. So this sounds mysterious. It's about a woman who does something in her youth that is horrific or terrible, and then later in her life she received this manuscript through the post which she reads, and it's about all these atrocities that have happened that humans have committed, and it talks about this woman or this creature called the Melmoth. It says, Melmoth, the loneliest being in the world, silent woman in black with unblinking eyes and bleeding feet, condemned to walk the earth forever. She tries to beguile the guilty and lure them away for a lifetime wandering alongside her. Yeah, it sounds scary. I will see if I'm brave enough to read this one later in the year. Then 2 more books that I picked up recently. One is one that I've wanted to read forever, and that is Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto. I love the cover of this one. I just think it looks amazing. It's a really short book. It's about 150 pages, so it will suit some of the challenges I'm doing for the Newts, because I have got my TBR up for that, and or going up in the next couple of weeks. Actually, I've got my TBR going up for that, but some of the books that were on my TBR, because I filmed it a little while back, I have now read for various readathons, and so I'm having to replace some of them. So this is one that might replace one that's already come out. It says it's a tale of 2 tales about mothers, transsexuality, bereavement, kitchens, love and tragedy. Apparently when it was first published in 1987, it won 2 of Japan's most prestigious literary prizes and remained at the top of the bestseller list for over a year and sold millions of copies. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Lena Dunham has blurbed the front of this, a perfect jewel of a novel, delicious and comforting and pure. So I'm looking forward to trying this one out for myself. And then the other one I picked up from watching one of Lauren's videos recently. She did a video, sorry, Lauren from Lauren and the Books. She did a video recently talking about childhood books. She was talking about these puzzle books she really enjoyed, and one specific book that she really enjoyed, even though she knew where all of the different puzzles were hidden, like where all the different animals were hidden. And someone in the comments recommended this book to her, and I thought it might be a good one for me to do, and then to perhaps go through with Matilda. It's called The 11th Hour, A Curious Mystery by Graham Base. So this is the front of it. It's quite a big book. It says, a book is read, a story ends, a telling tale is told, but who can say what mysteries a single page may hold? A maze of hidden codes and clues, a clock at every turn, and only time will tell what other secrets you may learn. When Horace turns 11, he celebrates in grand style by inviting his friends to a splendid party. There are games, fine music, and the promise of a magnificent feast to come. Little does Horace know that when the time comes for the birthday banquet, a most curious mystery will be revealed. None of the 11 animals is above suspicion when the clock strikes the 11th hour. So it looks intriguing, and the artwork in here is beautiful. There's not too much text, which I think will be great for me and Matilda, because we are trying to practice our reading. Well, she's practicing her reading. I know how to read, if you didn't know that already. But she is practicing her reading with me, so maybe a nice one that's kind of fun that we can do together over the summer. So I think this is something book related, so let's open it and find out. Okay, it's totally not book related at all. This is a water bottle that I picked up. I picked up one for me and one for Matilda. I'm not sure which one this is. This is Matilda's one. One of these metal water bottles. I picked her up this one. It's a 350ml one, which I think is a really good size for her to take to school next term. So there you go. Not book related at all, so I don't always buy booky things, so I should trust myself a bit more. But there you go. And this is, in case you like the look of it, it's by a company called Show. It has 12 hours of hot, so things are kept hot for 12 hours, 24 hours things are kept cold. It's got a lifetime guarantee. This one is a 350ml, but they did have 500ml and I think 750ml, and I just got it off Amazon. It's not dishwasher safe, so you have to wash it up by hand, but I don't mind doing that. And I just think it'll be really good to have something that's leak proof to go in her bag for school, so that she makes sure she drinks lots of water. And as I say, I ordered one for myself as well, which isn't in here, which is a shame, but yes, hopefully mine will come soon too. Okay, anyway, that's it from me. That's the books that I've bought and shouldn't have done, but will enjoy nonetheless. Let me know what you've been reading, and let me know if you're coming to Yalk. As I say, me and Tracy will be there on the Saturday, and it'll be really nice to meet some people. Bye for now, BookTube.